So that was me on my very first day of work as a research associate. I must tell you that I don't dress like that anymore. I wear something much more comfortable now. I had to put this on because of this video, because my goal was to basically reenact what I looked like on my very first day of work. So I do have a little story to share with you about that. By the end of this video, I'm gonna change my clothes again and show you how what I wear to work now. Okay, so my very first day, I backtrack a little bit. Okay, so for the best part of my life, I've always been a student. I've always been in school. I've had jobs. If you consider my NYSC experience as a job, I had that for a year. It was a full-time job actually. So I've had a full-time job before, but it wasn't really serious. It wasn't the expectation wasn't that much because they know that you're just serving the country. It's not like you have like a professional job, something like that. So nobody cares how you dress. You only dress because you want to be respected. And in most situations, we even have like a standard uniform that we wear on Thursdays, and I think, is it just Thursdays? I think Thursday and Friday, or Thursday, I cannot remember anymore. So when I got this offer, when I was when I knew that I'm going to be moving down here and starting a full-time job for the very first time in my life in America specifically, I knew I'm transitioning from being a student to being a professional, which means I have to dress the part in code, right? So my very first few weeks, I was thinking, number one, if you know me very well, my friends can tell you this, I do not like dressing up. I don't like wearing shirt. This that I'm wearing right now, that is the best I can do for you as far as dressing professionally is concerned. Anything above that, anything beyond that, it's way too much for me. I don't like wearing suits. You would not see me in them. I don't like wearing, I mean, you would see me in them if it's extremely important, like a wedding event or defending my project, things like that. You see me in them. But beyond that, you would not see me wearing suits. Not ever. Never. I'm the jean and t-shirt kind of guy. Okay? Because I feel comfortable in them, right? So a week before my resumption, I went to J. Crew. J. Crew is actually a very expensive clothing store in the United States. It's supposed to be like an high-end store or whatever. So I went there, and one thing about me is this, right? If I don't like doing something, if I don't feel comfortable doing something, take for instance, dressing up. When I want to dress up, I'd rather wear something that is very expensive because I know that naturally I don't like wearing this thing. But if I wear a very expensive one, I tend to feel more comfortable. Not really. Comfortable is not the word. I tend to focus on how much I've invested in buying the material, the clothes, the shoes, whatever it is, as against how comfortable I am wearing them. If that doesn't make sense, I don't know how best to explain it to you. But I don't like wearing suits. For example, if I want to wear a suit right now, I'm going to invest money in buying like $1,000 suit. I feel happy knowing that I'm wearing a $1,000 suit, not because I'm wearing a suit, basically. So knowing that, I had to go to J. Crew, find some of the most expensive shirts and coats that I can afford at that particular point in time. So this is one of them. It looks plain, but don't be fooled. It's a very expensive shirt. So I got like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, they were about like $50-ish, $60-ish per one. So I got 5 of those, and I got some really nice pants, and I felt bad for a minute because I felt like I was spending too much, and that's not me, right? Really, I just want to be modest and not spend all of my life savings on some random shirts. Anyway, I got a couple of those shirts and came back home, put them together. It looks nice. That was the backstory of how I ended up with expensive, like nice, professional looking expensive shirts in my wardrobe, right? So my first day of work, I dressed up like I showed you in the first part of the video. I wore something really, really nice, right? Like, oh, we're professional now, baby. We gotta dress the part. So I wore that, and then I went to work. Met with my supervisor. First day of work, general onboarding. We had a nice conversation, showed me my things. I was able to set up my workspace. They showed me around things that I need to know, people that I need to talk to, some paperwork that I need to fill out. So just basic conversation, nothing deep. I did not even get into the lab that day. It was more like just signing paperwork, meeting people, that sort of thing, right? And then towards the end of the day, my supervisor was like, tomorrow is gonna be a big day because it's gonna be your first day in the lab. So maybe you should wear something comfortable. That was when I realized that, oh snap, I'm overdressed. Because I looked around, people wore shirts, but they weren't like tucking in their shirts or like, you know. Did you see the video? I literally looked like someone that's gonna take over my supervisor's job, which doesn't make sense because I am a research associate. What that means in simple terms is that I spend most of my time in the laboratory. I'm basically standing all day, working, getting things done, following protocol, getting results, getting data and things like that. I'm not supposed to wear expensive stuff and be like, stain my clothes with some chemicals or Comasé blue or whatever, things like that. So my supervisor was like, because you're going to be in the lab all day, maybe you can wear some jeans and stuff. I mean, I extremely appreciate his advice, because if he did not say something like that, I would be like, I'll probably stick to my dressing and then I will ruin my shirt and, you know, things like that. But the point of this video is that I overdressed to work on my first day of work. That's like what I wanted to share in this video. I'm going to put like a picture. I'm going to change my clothes and then wear what I wear to work right now. And just do the closing part of that video with what I wear to work right now. But the point of this whole video is that asking questions is definitely not a bad idea in America. So what I could have done differently was reached out to my supervisor and asked him, hey, what is there a dressing code, or what are the things that you think I can wear, or, you know, just ask for some suggestions and things like that. But because I had this notion of, oh, you are professional, I have to dress professionally, it actually made me think like, oh, I have to wear the shirt, blah, 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 and then end up spending money that I don't have to spend, because now I have all of these shirts. I don't know, maybe I wear them to church once in a while, but I really don't need them, right? So, and it's too late to return them now. But that's it. That's how I ended up overdressing as if I was hired to be a director to my place of work on my very first day. It's quite an experience, and I'm glad I'm thinking about it and sharing it with you now. But if you've not subscribed to the channel, do not forget to do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. So I just made a new goal for myself. My goal is to buy a camera for this channel once I hit 5,000 subscribers. We're at 1.5K now, and guess what? We can now monetize. It's not going to be a lot of money, but I think it's enough motivation to invest more time and effort into building out the brand, right? So the next goal is, once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to buy a digital camera for this channel, because all I've been doing all along is using my phone, right? So once we hit 5K, I'm going to buy a digital camera, and you're going to get a better image quality, better video quality, sorry, and better audio quality, okay? So share the video, invite your friend, drop some comment. I do have a question for you though. What do you wear to work if you work? What do you wear to work? How do you dress to work? What constitutes your typical daily attire, work attire? So this is me and what I wear to work right now. Extremely comfortable, relaxed, no stress. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.